You're surprised I brought up the weather? Is that what everyone does? Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Selena and Crockett,
That
100.7
was I
LEV.
surprised you brought up the weather, Selena.
The fact that it was odd
We
because it
had the
was
same,
yeah,
response to the weather yesterday 'cause,
absolutely.
typically, Savvy will get off the bus, Liam will get up from his nap around 3:15. We'll get Savvy off the bus at, 3:20, and then w get right to homework so that we're not,
Doing it at
screwing
nine
around on
o'clock.
anything or yeah,
Yeah.
and as soon as homework's done, I'm like, "We're going outside. If it's nice, we're going outside, find something to do, I don't care what it is." And then was outside yesterday and there was a little bit of shade overhanging on the table of the deck. And so I was like, "Ooh, this
Cold.
is chilly." And then I went
Yeah.
and sat down in one of the chairs in the sun and I was like, "I need to get this hoodie off of my body right now." Like there was no
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Made
just
a huge difference because I
yeah.
I had I had this on and I had this thermal jacket on and I had a hat on. I'm like, I'm not putting my winter jacket on, but I might as well just had my winter jacket on. And I had a hat. Did I mention my hat, my winter hat, taking the dog for a walk. I was really cold. I changed into sweatpants. And then the sun hit me. I'm like, I can't, I can't breathe. I can't
Ruby,
do anything
drag me
because
home.
right? Cause I'm holding a poop bag. Like I can't hold my hat. It's just gonna have to stay on my head.
I have a
I can't
question
hold
for
a
you.
poop bag and a hat.
I have a question for you because I watched someone do this to our trash can the other day. Do you ever drop
Oh,
your poop bag in someone else's trash can?
no. That is disgusting. Someone did that to your trash
Yeah,
can?
I watched it happen. I
So
heard
let
the
me ask
dogs
you.
go
Let
ahead.
me ask you. Was the trash about to go out or was the trash empty?
No,
Or was it
nobody, like, walked up our trash was at the curb. Um,
but my question is, your trash is at the curb
yeah,
and for pickup, meaning like it was full and ready for pickup in
yeah,
like a few hours,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I that's a lousy that's a
It
really lousy neighbor.
it
Like,
is
that's
it is, but it didn't bother me so I heard the dogs barking at the door because another dog walked by the house, and, of course, we're always like, "Well, what is that? Are you waiting on a package? Is someone knocking? What's going on?" And I literally, like, watched her but I watched her, like
yeah,
and then drop it in there, and it didn't really bother me as much. Kate was like, "You're not supposed to do that." I
you're
think
not.
it's like in dog culture, she's
You
more,
and anybody, like, I wouldn't even put if I had a piece of gum in a tissue, I wouldn't even put it into somebody's trash. I think that's you're not supposed to do that.
yeah,
I walk because 'cause I've been tempted, and I have good friends, that I walk I walk in the neighborhood, and they're good friends, and I wouldn't even put it in their trash cans. Now they have taken I've seen them on on my walks, they'll be out and we're talking and they see me talking with this bag of poop and I'm holding it. And finally they'll just say, "Do you want me to just take that? Just put it in my trash." I'm like, "No, no, no, it's okay. I'll take it home." They're like, "Just Selena, just give me the trash." That is the only time. And even though like I've been tempted because I'll see their trash out, I'm like, they said it was okay. I still won't. I still won't. Like they have to pry the poop from me before I would ever dump that. You know why? I think because I was scarred by this. Not by poop. I was scarred my grandpa. I was a little kid. I was visiting my grandparents in Brooklyn, and we were staying and at our we did have a little. I had a little dog when I was very tiny. I had a little silky terrier, and my grandpa was like cleaning something up, and the trash can, his neighbor's trash can, was right there. So he put it in a bag and just kind of threw it in there. And the neighbor came out and started yelling at my grandpa. And my grandpa is the sweetest man. He was such a sweet man. Helped everybody. Always helped. Helped you no matter what. And this little lady was yelling at my grandpa for doing that. I'm like, oh, okay. I know not to do that ever.
it's a
I'm
core
not.
memory for you right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she knew, again, it didn't, um Kate seemed a little more like that's against the dog parent protocol. Again, it didn't really bother me as much, but you could tell that whoever this lady
New.
was, like, knew, like, this is not, like yeah, she definitely did. I watched her. I literally watched her, like
She's like,
And then she like put it
She
in,
runs.
and she was like, she had like a little dog, and she was kind of like, come on, just like,
Yeah, she ran.
yeah.
I feel bad enough when my dog pees or does her business on a lawn because I'm like, oh, that's going to leave a mark. Yeah. I try to make sure it's on the curb side, not on the
Right.
full lawn side, because I feel like that's taboo when you allow her to do her business on the full lawn side.
Yeah.
And when I see a lawn that looks really, really nice, I'm like, nope, let's keep going. You're not damaging this lawn.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just a different. I also think it's probably a difference between if you are a dog owner or have had a dog at some point
Yeah.
versus someone who doesn't or hasn't. I think you're maybe like I was like, okay, I got a dog, and I'm sure at some point I'll be walking by and wherever it might be. If I'm like, I have to get rid of this in my hand. I'm not. I'll put it this way. I'm not saying that I wouldn't ever do it. I don't think I have ever done it. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that I wouldn't ever do it, but yeah, I probably wouldn't do it.
I think that's why I got the leash. I have the dog leash that purposely buckles around the waist. It still has a handle on the leash, and I still use the handle on the leash. But in situations where I got too many things in my hand because this dog ate extra fiber or whatever, I just I need it. I need the hands. I need my hands, and I don't want to be holding a leash and a bag
Right.
at the same time. Yeah, I'm prepared. But you'll see me. You'll see me walking my neighborhood, and I'm waving at people with the bag. And my sister gave me this thing. She's like, this will hold it for you on the leash. I'm like, no, it's just going to bounce on me as I'm walking. Like, that's gross. Great talk. Good talk, Crockett. Good talk.
I should preface that when we went into this, we typically will have some angle we're trying to go down, but instead we were like, what are we going to talk about here? And this is where we ended
Yeah,
up.
it literally is a poop show. So
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Usually is.
Hey, tomorrow, join us. We're going to be out.
If you'd like to join the poop show, we should try to rebrand. I think people will love it.
Oh, man. No, seriously, we're going to be out the Boys and Girls Club of Bethlehem, along with Greater Lehigh Valley Realtors Association.
Yeah.
And we'll be out there. They're helping to clean up the neighborhood and the club as well. So we'll see you out there from
Great folks over there at the
1.
Boys and Girls Club. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll be out there 11 to 1. So I'm looking forward to that. What job are you going to take on, do you think?
Well, apparently I'm an expert at poop scooping. So I don't. That's a lot.
You just always bring it back to poop. Keith, good morning. From Connecticut. Good morning,
Hey,
Keith.
Keith.
Be safe where you're going.
Yeah, you're welcome, Keith. Thanks for joining us and still hanging on after this whole conversation. Whew.
Let's wrap it up here.
We probably should have wrapped it up about 3 minutes ago.
I would agree with that.
One of our finest. One of our finest.
Okay. What can we say? We're content kings. All right. Everybody have a good day.